The big thing here is that Venge and Ogre are both pretty good at level 1, and also Terrorblade can just go Metamorphosis level 1. That would be pretty insane too. But that would be, if any of this was happening, and this is all Theorycraft worlds, we do see that they're not going to bother with anything gimmicky like that. They definitely could. Undying has been seen to do that kind of stuff in the past quite a bit. But what we're going to be seeing instead is going to be your standard lanes as you would see them. Dendi going to be going for the solo mid. Goblak may be going with Funnick down bottom. I mean, but Funnick did go boots first, but maybe the Goblak dual lane could help them a little bit as far as making their lanes more consistent. In either case, we're going to be seeing an aggro try come out for 4 anchors and a sea captain, and I think that does put some good pressure on the Lycan, but I'm not sure how much farm Terrorblade's going to get.
Yeah. It does appear Navi's going with a 2-1-2, though. They've got Goblak as well as Funnick in the offlane here. Maybe Goblak goes elsewhere, but he's down here for now. He looks like he wants to fight because he does have a magic stick. Going up against the... It's not the most spammed ability, but Anchor Smash does get cast quite a bit, and that's going to be Trixi on the Tidehunter here for the 4 anchors. I guess he's the sea captain. The anchors, Vaalix in the middle lane. Terrorblade going to be handled by MATUMBAMAN, and up top, where we see that aggressive lane, it's going to be JerAx, the MVP of the Dream League we mentioned earlier, and Buugi on the Venge and Ogre Magi.
Yeah, so Terrorblade has a little bit more scaling on his push, but at like the base levels, if you just compare Metamorphosis to the Shapeshift, I would have to say, yeah, they're pretty equivalent. And then later on, as Terrorblade gets more items, he can do a little bit more there. But it comes down to the laning stage for now, I think. Like how this try versus try works out is going to be dramatically shifting how we can expect this game to go. The Observer Ward blocking off the pole is going to make it just a bloodbath, as the supports don't have anything better to do than fight in zone.
Yeah, and let's see, it's going to be the 4 anchors here looking for the pickoff. They're hiding behind these trees. VANSKOR and Goblak are going to move in. Are they going to try to fight, though? Like, Terrorblade, what is he going to add to this? Maybe he gets Metamorphosis level 1, pops it, gets those big right clicks in. I mean, 20 bonus damage, it'll be 73 bonus damage overall. If he pops it up, the right click would be fairly strong, or maybe he gets the slow. But I don't think they're going to go for this. They're still hiding. They're waiting for, I guess, just one person to walk through here trying to chain the pool. But do they even find the kill with just Magic Missile and Ignite? With Ignite, yeah,
off
probably.
Power, sure, certainly. As long as it's not Undying. He can decay them and he can get away. But MATUMBAMAN right now is being pressured. But they have to be thinking, like, what the hell is a Terrorblade doing in the offlane right now? They have to be thinking, like, what are we actually up against right here? As the supports are still missing off the map. So Dendi's going to be playing it safe, but now they go out. They check the pulls. They see that there are no creep spawns. And soon enough, they're going to be singled out.
They're still not. I mean, the camps are blocked. Now they've got no reason to go back unless it's to D-ward. The courier's going
the rune. They're going to cover up the top rune, and that's, I think, where it's going to break out a little bit. But
they might even run down the river.
I don't know. I mean, this Dire Observer Ward is going to find them pretty quickly if they go towards the river. I don't know. I think Dendi's afraid of courier snipes here in the mid. Like, they are really just constantly afraid of them being anywhere on the map right now, and they should be. I mean, that's just general good game sense. But if Buugi and JerAx like unleash right now onto VANSKOR, there's a good chance they find the first blood. So I don't know if they get out unscathed.
It could be hard though. Paralyzing Cask is going to stun them both up. They're going to get vision. JerAx is seen. Dendi was maybe having to play a little scared when he was bottle crowing. But as for the lane, it's not affecting his CS. He's got 10. Storm's got 13. Dendi's going to get another wave at the tower, probably even things up. And bottom lane doesn't really care either. That's Funnick down there. He's got 11 last hits, 3 on the Jakiro up top. Are they fighting yet? No, they're not.
Just keep repositioning.
Jakiro is a really good laner up against the Tidehunter.
Honestly, if the lane just stays status quo like this, then it's just an auto win for Lycan. Like, it's not even contested. They're trying to play these mind games, and obviously it's confusing Navi, who wouldn't be perplexed at this, but nevertheless, it's not actually doing anything other than giving Terrorblade solo experience.
Didn't Navi see Revenge, though?
No. I actually checked the Vision secondary, and there's a very small, like, it's actually, you have to go very deep into the tree line to see it. But now they've walked smoked out, they're going towards the mid lane, and if this is a first blood, like, that's a huge investment for it. It almost doesn't seem worth it, but we'll see.
No, things definitely not going the way they really wanted them to go. Dendi here, he does have 2 points in Skewer right now. He has one, the Ignite, the other stun. They have the mana for the Vortex to do. It's a long Vortex, it will pull him back the Ignite. He's going to get the first blood from Dendi. That investment from Anchors all that time, the patience, it does not pay off. Dendi, first blood, the experience for the kill up to level 4. Now when Dendi comes back to the lane with, I guess, a TP, vaalix is completely out of mana. Like, he'll even have the lane advantage coming off of this.
Very awkward decision making from 4AFC. They obviously had a plan, and whatever trap they were setting, nobody walked into. So they tried to make something happen by themselves, and they end up dying for it painfully. The first blood to Dendi, that's just... It makes it, you question what their intentions were in the first place. But we do see Buugi going up against Funnick right now. They walk right by him. They're standing like, AFK, bro? Like, what is this?
That's what Jack thought.
Now take a lot of damage from Funnick. One more liquid fire, and he's dead. Oh, so close, chasing him down, gets a piece of vision, and he does get
That
it.
was generous from the Dota gods. I had the range up. He does get the attack off, though. Liquid Fire going to be a kill for Funnick. Not only is he dominating the CS in this lane, 22-5 to now 16, he's just found himself a kill delivered on a platter. There's a lot of meat on that Ogre Magi. This dragon probably stuffed right now.
Funnick pretty well trapped, though. They will get the reflection off, so he's slow to a crawl. He is going to be... try making a dragon sandwich here, but the last hit's probably going to have to go to a support. I wanted it on the Terrorblade. It's going to go to, it looks like Trixi, though JerAx, no, he takes it as the last hit, as the body blocks are insufficient.
Going carry, boys.
Well, and it's fine to give the kill to support. He's going to get his boots off of that. I don't have a qualm with that. The problem is, like, they're looking for so much more out of what they've done in this early stage. If you look at the experience per minute right now, Ogre is at 49, and Venge is at 43. Like, they've gotten nothing out of this early stage, and I would say that level 6 is very good on both of these supports. So getting them involved early, if it comes out favorably for them, great, but obviously they're even, at best, when you consider the first blood gold, or perhaps even less so. MATUMBAMAN, he rotates manually from top lane to bottom. The Metamorphosis doesn't actually allow him to contribute to the kill. He does get an assist, but I don't think he was within the radius to get the Golder experience. In either case, he's just not looking good. I mean, he's starting off with only 12 CS here at the 5-minute mark. I mean, this could have been so much simpler if they just started bottom.
I don't think I've ever seen someone with 40 experience per minute at 5 minutes into the game, let alone 2 people. Granted, you can come back pretty quickly from that with just being involved in a couple kills. I mean, Vengeful Spirit gets that one there. I'm not even sure the experience and the gold kicked in onto that chart. Given that Vengeful Spirit just picked up the kill a couple seconds ago, there is usually a bit of a delay transferring it over to the graphs.
Oh, no, for not for the drop-down graphs. Those are pretty much instantaneous.
All right, well, just kidding. Still very low then.
Mm-hmm.
And MATUMBAMAN going to give the go-ahead. It was VANSKOR that was requesting the pause. VANSKOR on that Witch Doctor. Evolved here on the Lycan. Dendi, of course, on the Magnus for the second time that we've seen at Na'Vi. They played yesterday. They looked very, very good, and already things going well for them here. Goblak will even transfer to hitting creeps, and similar to what we saw Eternal Envy do. He'll start in the mid lane with the Lycan, and they'll give the middle lane to AUI after Lycan transfers to the jungle. Na'Vi will do it here, except they started him in the safe lane, and now Undying's going to start hitting some creeps. Probably go for a Vanguard or a Mechanism.
Yeah, I could see a lot of different ways to work it. I think actually a Crimson Guard would be really strong here. I talk about that item a lot more than some people would prefer I do, but that's because though it's new, it's actually really strong in its concept. It will prevent some damage from the Anchor Smash, one of the few abilities that is blockable.
It's going to be close. He gets him!
Magic damage, good against the Zero, guys.
That spell costs no mana either, guys.
Yeah, it's just like, because he has such low HP and he has such high armor, it's all about magic damage to bring him down, and in this case, that's a huge kill. He is set back so significantly. He's down, he's like 6 in net worth. Like, there's 3 dire heroes that are above him, including a Jakiro. Like, this is just sad. It really is. As far as that Crimson Guard I was talking about, it blocks some of the damage from Anchor Smash. It will almost completely nullify the counter image damage. So MATUMBAMAN, with his illusions, if they're attacking heroes that are Crimson, then they pretty much won't be doing anything. But we do have some wolves here playing with Trixi. He gets a kill off on one of them via Anchor Smash, but the important thing is his position is revealed, and they're still scrambling to find an actual kill out of things.
They know that JerAx is teleporting down. Well, they don't know he's teleporting down to the bottom lane, but Phonic probably realizes it. No wards here. There's a ward further Radiant. The Dire ward's a little further back. It doesn't see anyone rotating over. That one's very fresh. I think, did Dendi just go and put... Yeah, Dendi has the wards. VANSKOR gave them to him on the courier. And Dendi will go put down these aggressive wards. Also one. I mean, you're the mid player, right? You know where you want the wards. So I like that idea. I'd like to actually see that maybe even more.
Yeah. All right. I mean, obviously teams can just...
Yeah, they can communicate, but...
Practice, training, expertise. But we do see Undying is already level 5 and is rotating here towards the mid lane here. But just look at the level charts. Again, we've got a level 5 Undying, a level 7 Jakiro, and only level 2 and 3 Venge and Ogre. Obviously, the Witch Doctor, I skipped over him. He is only level 4, so he's going to make it up as his safe lane solo. He kind of takes his turn here since the Lycan refuses to leave the jungle. So Witch Doctor will get solo experience. The Undying already got solo experience, and across the board, they're just going to be building up their team and really pressuring these extremely weak supports. They even find the stack out here. They have the Dire Observer ward that was revealing it. They will try to make sure that Venge doesn't get anywhere near this to get half the experience, or I guess a fifth experience.
Fifth or a quarter, yeah. Not a lot of experience was had there by the Vengeful Spirit, so she's pretty sad. Still level 2, close to level 3 right now, and with the way the lane's going up top, just letting the supports go in and out and get so much, like, if Witch Doctor hits level 6, Undying level 6, and they just want to group up, like, the Vlad's is already here, maybe even still just wait for the Necro. I guess the Blink on Dendi would be big. They can just 5-man. What are the anchors going to do with a level 2 Venge when there's no swap whatsoever?
Yeah, I think there might be a good chance of killing somebody bottom lane here. Dendi makes his rotations. Invis, a skewer back would equal a kill on anybody. Venge, obviously no swap available. Just outside detection range if MATUMBAMAN leaves the tower at all. Hell, they might even look just to tower dive.
Or just skewer RP for that matter. Looking at the anchors, Storm and Ogre and Tide all have TP, so they can come in. Yeah, TP not going to be noticed. It's vaalix going right onto Phonic. Phonic probably going to take a fall here. Dendi will bring up the level 4 Vengeful, or bring down, rather. It's good that they don't go for him, because like if he died for killing the level 4 Venge, that would just not have been worth it, but yeah, Jakiro goes down. Probably still wasn't that worth it.
Yeah, no, it
Jakiro dying at level 8.
That's a huge kill. That's the 4 ASC finally getting something in there. Now they go for the Ravage up top. They will get another freebie here.
Maybe. He's got 2 points to heal.
Beautiful split on the Paralyzing Cask. If that had bounced, they probably would have actually lost somebody rather than getting the kill, but Delta split it up nice, and they are able to make it so that they profit from that exchange. They get a big Jakiro kill, they get a nice free Witch Doctor kill, and I would have to say that they're feeling a lot more comfortable, though the Venge is still going to be hurting for level. She's going to go on mid alongside the Storm, but not much coming of it for now.
Yeah, Storm, though, top of the net worth here. He got 62 last hits, 8 denies, so he is behind the Lycan, who's got 74 last hits, but his net worth there.
Oh, tower deny range down bottom.
Yeah, bottom tower going down. All the Ice Path and the Fortify down to 11 damage, so definitely going to get the deny. Liquid Fire has run out. Ogre will take it. Good job, Buugi, trying to get them fantasy points up. And Smoke into the Roche pit. It's a Vlad's and a Medallion of Courage. Havost really wanted to go for the Roche early, and he'll find it here at 10 minutes. Unless scouted by the anchors. Blue already pinging it out. Phonic goes in with a Liquid Fire. What are they going to try to do? Venge going to get the full scoop, Wave of Terror into the pit. Everyone rotating over, though, and there is an RP here. They're going to have to deal with vaalix. He does have a haste, and it's a very good time to have such a rune. Ball laning in, ball laning out. But everyone here, do you want to fight into a tombstone and RP? There is actually no death ward, but they do have the flesh golem as well on Goblak.
Without the Ravage, they just can't do it. The haste rune made an opportunity maybe a snatch, but they've waited long enough that it's dissipated, and the Storm won't be able to get in the pit. So Lycan gets that last hit, that gold, that experience, and that Aegis of the Immortal, and they're going to be able to use it to just push and pressure MATUMBAMAN to no end. He's still only at 38 last hits, and there he'll stay for some time.
Yeah, meanwhile, Trixi trying to push down this tower as fast as the Tidehunter knows how by creep skipping and just letting the creeps do the pushing. The top 2 run getting pretty low, but now Lycan going to come and deal with that. Lycan still not over the Storm on net worth, as while they were doing Roche, Storm was actually clearing out some neutral camp stacks, which was nice. What's maybe not nice is that Dendi's Magnus now has Mana Boots Bottle, the Blink Dagger now coming up a little past 11 minutes.
All by himself.
Yeah,
even with 4 points in Anchor or Kraken Shell and the Anchor Smash, he still should be going down here. The bounce RNG!
Yeah, it's
agony for him.
It's such BS. I swear I prioritize his heroes over creeps.
Only against you, right?
No, like, especially when I play Witch Doctor. It's insane. They're laying out the RP on it too! Skewering through the macro pyre. Talk about a synergy.
Really well played. Funny having a high enough level and a bit of mana regen to be able to facilitate that early point in the ultimate. And now they can just push down the tower. I mean, they've got the siege thrown up still. They're clearing out the creep wave, and they can just keep the liquid fire up. This tower essentially can't defend itself with liquid fire on it. Attacks on half speed.
Stupid tower.
It's got wet noodles for arms, and it just is holding them up without actually creating any shield. Still a lot of TPs coming in. The Tombstone anticipates this will be another deny before Anchors.
Vaalix going for this. Gonna get that overcharge attack in. The Vortex now on Chronic, trying to bring him down. The Soul Rip, though, gonna give him that HP. Ravage coming through from Trixi. VANSKOR was there to lend a hand. Might just be giving up a kill. He is. The Skewer back, though, onto JerAx. Can they bring him down? Dendi gonna fall back. Shockwave on cooldown. They won't find the kill. Negative burn charge. Actually, bottle charge given over to JerAx. And that's gonna keep him up. Nice heads up play from the teammate. I'm assuming it was the Storm. I doubt Dendi gave him the bottle charge.
MATUMBAMAN has a bottle too, but he's bottom lane. And Dendi is actually taking some damage here. I don't think he'll be going down. Nice tombstone. Actually, they could turn this around pretty well if they had the shockwave connecting. But there it is. But still too late. Oh, JerAx playing with fire here. Almost actually goes down just to a stray shockwave due to the long-range vision there. But in the end, it's just going to be MATUMBAMAN pushing the tower down bottom with Metamorphosis, and otherwise, minimal kills back and forth. It's 6-6 here at the 13-minute mark.
Yeah, still about a kill a minute here, and grouping up in the middle lane. The Blink Dagger is there.
He's denying it. What the hell?
Your tower wall will go down. Helvo's going to grab it. No problem.
That was 100% a deny range. They just got distracted with all the team fight. They completely forgot about it.
Oh well, MATUMBAMAN going to do what he can to push down the bottom lane. No Metamorphosis, though. That's the real pushing ability for another 70 seconds. Trixi's here, no Ravage, and that's why Navi is grouping up. They know that they can't do anything instead of Anchors to stop this. The Death Ward goes out. Will bring down Trixi quickly. Going to go on JerAx. He is. Oh, the swap still almost brings him down. He lives at about 12 HP. Now the Tier 2 tower about to fall. The Griffin Fortification just refreshed will now be almost immediately used. Goblak running in with the Flesh Golem online and a Shockwave to do the deed. Vaalix going to try to do what he can, but that's not much. Jakiro's Liquid Fire will bring down the tower at 8-6, 14 minutes in. Team fight recap. Obviously, it's a nice game. Vaalix doing what he can, in and out. Here's the Tombstone drop down right now.
And look at these wards. There's one Templar in the base, there's one just outside of it. They have complete control of this territory, tower or not. Some poor Anchors to pull something huge, but without Ravage for 30 seconds, it doesn't seem like they can stop the Tier 3 push, and at least a blast.
He on 3! The Skewer back into the Tombstone. It's still got a quarter of its life, and everyone, they just disappear. Trixi, the last of the 3 to fall, and Navi looking like the Navi pushing into the base 14 minutes from TI2 or TI3 even. Things have gone from bad to worse for the Anchors. Losing a middle racks at 15 surely means defeat.
Yeah, I don't see them coming back from this one here. They got so much gold walking away from this. But Dendi already had an insanely low-time Blink Dagger, as fast as his average time is like 12.8, according to the Statsman. And yeah, I think that he's just outclassing himself the way he's played this Magnus this game. The Blink RP triple in that fight, but I mean, across the board, he's been doing some great skewers. Goblak finishing up his Vanguard here, tanky as all get out through the fight, even without the spam of Decay, and you better believe that's going to be a Crimson card next. It's just going to be so difficult to bring the entire team down, and at this point, they've got control of the map 100%. Hobos didn't even have to use his his Aegis for this. Just going and dominating across the map, and it all started with that really awkward laning phase on the top lane for 4 Anchors.
Awkward is understatement of the year. Well, maybe just an understatement. Understatement of the year when it came to rotating mid and then giving Dendi the first blood. Things just did not start off well. We'll even check out their experience per minute on JerAx. It's 130, 164 on Buugi. The lowest right now on the Dire is, surprisingly, the Undying here at 280.
Yeah, he's actually roamed a lot. After he got the solo experience at first, he got to level 5, and then since then he's been all about moving between the lanes or 5-man Dota. And in that situation, those situations, you don't get that much experience, and he has only gotten to level 9 since then. But it's been a very short game overall, and Navi have just made the most of their short time. Aegis does expire, but Hobos wasn't even looking to use it anyways. He'll have a Necro 3 up shortly, and then they should probably just go for the GG push down bottom.
I mean, Havos pretty much just took Roche like it was another creep blast hit. That's all it was really for, and in case he died, it would be nice to have the Aegis. Up top, though, the Metamorphosis pushing onto the Tier 2 tower. I mean, the Terrorblade has at least netted them 3 towers, but unfortunately, the rest of the game going south. Like, they're losing a Tier 2, they've lost the mid lane completely gutted, everything, even almost the Econ buildings, or the effigy buildings, whatever you want to call them. I guess Moonwells is what they were, have fallen out there in the middle lane. The Tier 2 bottom going to be cleaned up, and MATUMBAMAN going to continue to push the top. That'll bring back the TPs. That's Dendi. And then Magnus.
Race. I don't know, you can't win a base race in this situation, but he might as well try and do what he can, split pushing up top, forcing Dendi back. Dendi takes quite a few hits despite his base armor, because Metamorphosis is a really strong spell, but moving forward, we got the fight.
Alright, Havos is not going to go down. They can't bring him. He'll get the shapeshift off. That's the escape. Tombstone down. Hasn't even sustained damage. They've got nothing that can bring him down. The Death Ward will go out. That forces Vaalix back. Fine, showing that he's got a Yule Scepter, and the Ice Path will do enough. The Wolf was also at his door. And the tower now.
MATUMBAMAN's TP was cancelled by a Blink RP from Dendi. He's just...
That's the GG.
Running around circles around MATUMBAMAN, preventing him from getting home. We're bound to actually defend. The Ravage was blinked in by Trixi and almost got a vote, but when it didn't, and the fact they couldn't actually get home with the Terrorblade, there really wasn't anything for them to do. Just a really good aggressive stance from Na'Vi. I love the Goblak draft, and I think that they should look to play the style a little bit more frequently, because for teams that are less coordinated than them, it makes it look like a stomp.